Ruben Amorim don't cry tire. That guy don't cry. He no fit cry again. Listen to him.
Sum up yours in the end. Indeed.
Ruben Amorim don't cry.
Sorts of emotions around this stadium tonight. I'm wondering how you sum up yours in the end.
In the end, for me was worse. The beginning. It's not about the results. In the penalties, I was not thinking about the penalties to go to the next stage. I was just. I think the way we play, the way we face competition. In one moment that everything is so important. I think the players spoke really loud about what they want today.
In what sense?
I just, guys, it's really clear. I just want to apologize to our fans, and we'll have a game now, and then we have time to think.
What was missing? What was the key thing?
He said something. He said he thinks the player spoke really loud about what they want. The interviewer now asked in what sense. He said he just see what he meant, what I felt or what I feel he meant is that the player spoke really loud about what they want, which is what they want him to be gone. Because it does not mean that thing in a positive way. He meant that thing in a negative way. That they want him gone. With that performance, it seems they don't want him anymore. That's my own interpretation of what he meant.
In that first half, especially, that was missing.
Everything. You have to have. We need to be proud to go to the pitch. We know that every draw in Premier League is going to be a huge problem. So you came from one draw. We play quite well both games in Premier League. We know that people will get everything in our club. And we come to the game with a 4th division team and we perform like that. I think, again, the players clearly show what they want.
Have you heard? Again, I think again, the player clearly show what they want. He repeated it again. They want him gone. They want him gone. That's his feeling at this moment. Not in a positive way, in the negative way.
You mean they don't want enough? You mean the mentality isn't good enough?
I think it's not the. It's hard to speak. I'm 7 months here talking about the environment or whatever. I think it's more than that.
It sounds like you're almost shocked by what you've seen tonight, though.
You are not. I'm shocked. I'm shocked because we are in the moment. Everything is like. We are in the moment that we make a lot of changes. We try to fight a lot of things, but then when we have these moments, we need to show up. If we don't show up, you can feel it that something has to change, and you are not going to change 22 players again.
What about Onana? What's missing for him right now?
The goalkeeper. It's not about the goalkeeper. With all due respect, against a 4th division, we have to block everything about the opponent. Andre should touch the ball with his feet.
Said it's not about the goalkeeper. Against a 4th division team, we should play them and outplay them. Andre should be touching ball with his feet, not with his hand. He has a point. But still, as the team did not work out that way, as we were not able to play them, outplay them, Onana too should help us, save us sometimes, do his fucking job.
If we are in the high level. So again, I don't know what to say any more to our fans. It's hard to face everything, and that's it.
What about those who might say, well, listen, you've changed a lot, you've changed the team, you've changed the players, maybe change the formation, maybe think about changing the formation.
It's not about the formation. We play against Arsenal, we play really well the formation. We play against Liverpool, we go to Europa League final in the disaster season with the same system. The system is not important. We can play with 3 defenders, 4 defenders, 5 defenders. That doesn't matter.
See, it's not about the formation, but in this part, I don't know. I think the formation also has a role because you mentioned Arsenal, you mentioned Liverpool, you mentioned Spurs that we played really well. All these teams are big teams. Is it that your formation only work with big teams and not small teams? Mourinho said one thing. Mourinho said as a manager, you should be very dynamic. If you stuck on one particular team and stick on it and said you stuck on what you believe, that's why you failed, then you're a failure and you're a fool. You should learn how to adjust. Okay, if that particular formation only works with big team, because clearly all the teams you mentioned here are big team, are teams in the top six, and it does not work with smaller teams. Can change formation when you want to play a smaller team. That's just what it means. Because you cannot say formation does not play a part. Formation always plays a part. Change formation when you want to play a smaller team.
What matters is that we need to be different, and that is the job of the coach. And you can see that nothing changed.
You didn't watch the penalty shootout.
The penalty shootout is not important. That is if I'm there, like trying to see if we win the game, it doesn't matter. The sign, the beginning of the game, during the game, that's the matter. To go to the next, it was so. If we win this game, it was so unfair for these guys. The opponent. It's so unfair. So today the football was really fair. Really fair. Congratulations to them. And we move to the next game, and then we have time to decide things.
Penalty does not really matter. When the penalty started, at some point I wanted to start having tension. I was like, tension for what? Match Man United already fuck up for. Now you won't begin to get tension for. I just eased myself, because even if we end up winning the penalty, the damage has already been done. 2-0 first half. They scored 4 past us. There was no need for any tension. I was actually, even when Cunha missed, I just knew that this is these people's day. They want to do it the hard way, and they did it the hard way. It's their day, and I didn't feel any single pain or anything, because for us to be going to penalty shootout with green beans, 4th division tie, tells a lot.